This is your essential guide to Michigan's fall foliage, aka the leaves changing colors, including a map and peak forecast for 2023. Both the locals living in Michigan, tourists, and people thinking about moving to Michigan eagerly anticipate the autumnal splendor each and every year. But capturing that perfect blend of crimson, gold, and orange can be elusive, and thanks to a myriad of variables that can affect the timing and the brilliance of leaf changes. So we're going to dive into what's happening with Michigan's fall colors 2023, and there are a couple of outside influences that are changing the dates around this year versus last year. So this year, Michigan has been basking in a warm and adequately wet summer, priming the landscape for an imminent color explosion. And as you know, if you're living in Michigan, these things happen fast and go quick. So early forecasts suggest that we might see the foliage a bit earlier than usual. However, late August, early September weather patterns seem to have pushed the timetable back a tad. So for those venturing into the Upper Peninsula, anticipate peak colors by late September to early October. Meanwhile, down in the southernmost areas, peak hues are likely to make their grand appearance around the middle of October. Keep this tidbit in mind while charting your leaf peeping journey. Northern Michigan regions experience change first, but the spectacle moves southward, and inland areas tend to turn first, followed by the coast, which usually peak later. So the best time for fall colors in southeast Michigan, home to both urban centers and suburban treasures, is expected to reach its colorful crescendo mid to late October this year. Though the region is famed for its city landscapes and modern amenities, it does not skimp on the natural beauty. Considering visiting Plymouth Orchards or Yates Cider Mill for a delightful blend of scenic views, activities, and of course tasty treats, because they are cider mills. My favorite, and a favorite of many of our clients moving to Michigan, is of course the Franklin Cider Mill in downtown Franklin, where the trees as the backdrop plus the river that flows through the property is a really gorgeous sight. So my number one pick for Southeast Michigan is driving the Huron River Drive from Ann Arbor to Dexter, and it runs alongside the river and has amazing foliage as well as really great bike routes for cyclists, and I am a biker, so that's great for me. Stop at the Dexter Cider Mills and the local Metro Park. My number two pick for Southeast Michigan is Hines Drive, which runs from Northville straight into Dearborn. The old M14 runs along the Rouge River, and you can get out and walk parts of it through the woods, and again, it's great for cyclists. Experience the western Upper Peninsula, which is known for its long, harsh winters. The western Upper Peninsula redeems itself with perhaps the most striking fall foliage in the entire state. Expect peak colors around the last weekend of September. A drive along Lake Superior shoreline is fantastic, but the ultimate spectacle, head up to Porcupine Mountains and the Lake of the Clouds overlook. My pick number one is Copper Harbor, specifically driving the US 41 through what's called the Tunnel. My number two pick is just outside of Marquette, Michigan, is Morgan Falls, which is a pet-friendly park that declines down into the woods. Now, fall colors in the eastern Upper Peninsula. The eastern Upper Peninsula is another must-visit spot, with the fall colors typically flowing shortly after the western region. 2023 experts suggest that the best time to visit is going to be early October. Don't miss out on this falls that I cannot even pronounce the name of, so let's get it on the string. A natural marble that provides a stunning backdrop for the season's vivid hues. My pick is Fayette, Michigan. It's actually classified as a ghost town, and while you're there, stop at the Snail Shell Harbor overlook. You'll see the town itself and the surrounding woods. All right, here we go with the best of northern Michigan. So mid-October is your go-to time frame for witnessing fall's grandeur in northern Michigan. And a drive through the tunnel of trees is especially enchanting, where the canopy of color forms sort of a natural cathedral. Now, I've driven the full 22 miles along the M119, and it does not disappoint. Also consider exploring charming towns like Charlevoix, Petoskey, and Traverse City for a really super well-rounded weekend experience. My pick, the 22-mile stretch known as the Tunnel of Trees Scenic Heritage Route. It starts at Cross Village and passes through Harbor Springs and Petoskey, with tons of shopping, small towns, and hiking along the way. My second pick is the Leelanau State Park in on the Leelanau Peninsula. There are over 8 miles of trails to traverse, plus you can stop at the wineries while you're there. So now we're going to move on to western Michigan. So in West Michigan, expect to see this fall colors peak around mid-October. If you miss northern Michigan's amazing leaf viewing, and it does go by fast, people living in Michigan in the Holland area, which is a quaint, Dutch-inspired town near Lake Michigan, have an excellent location to explore history, nature, a great little downtown, and of course, the Holland State Park. In the Ottawa County State Park, Mount Pisgah is a really large dune that you get to through a boardwalk and stair system, actually 275 stairs to be exact, and is 157 feet above Lake Michigan at the peak, which is perfect for viewing the beauty of both the woods and the lake. So last chance in Southwest Michigan. Southwest Michigan offers a late season leaf peeping opportunity, with peak colors expected mid-October, even late October. Towns like New Buffalo and South Haven offer a mix of foliage and pristine lakefront vistas. Now, Mid-Michigan has a hidden gem. Mid-Michigan has a blend of vibrant colors and waterfront beauty. First, I would take a drive along the US 127 towards Frankenmuth, which is a Bavarian town nestled between Flint and Saginaw, which is a particularly cool highlight boasting a unique blend of autumnal colors and cultural festivities. They've also got Bronner's, which is the world's largest Christmas store if you haven't been, and do not leave Frankenmuth without trying the chicken specifically at Zender's. Now, this is a restaurant that's been open since 1856 and is world famous for it. Now, my pick would be the Coopersville and Marne Railway train. It's a vintage 1920 restored train that goes about 7 miles right between Coopersville and, of course, Marne. So South Central Michigan. This is a cool place. It's set to peak in mid-late October. For a unique perspective, consider kayaking down the Grand River, which has unparalleled views of the changing leaves. So this area includes Jackson, which is also famous for the prison, of course, but also has great parks, leaves, and lakes. Do not pick up any hitchhikers. My pick, the White House Nature Center at Albion College, with 5 miles of trails, 140 acres, and hundreds of plant species. It's just amazing. So this is your 2023 guide to all of the fall foliage in Michigan, because Michigan is amazing. We know that. Shoot me a comment below on where you see the fall colors being the most amazing. My name is Mike Perno, local real estate agent. We make videos each and every week. If I can be of any help helping you find that next home or sell your current one, reach out and give us a ring, and I will see you on the next video.